This is Ezra from Coan Creative.
What are we doing today, Ezra?
We're gonna play with model magic.
Today's supplies are simply white model magic and washable markers. There are 3 really fun ways to color white model magic. The first one, Ezra's going to show you. Can you draw a picture on our model magic?
Yes, I'm gonna draw a tiger.
You can draw directly onto the model magic, just like that. On the next piece, we flattened it out like a pancake, and Ezra's going to color it as much as he can on the top. And then we'll mix the whole pancake up into a ball. We've put layers and layers of purple in there, squished it up, put another layer on, squished it up, put another layer on, and it's getting nice and squishy. Let's see what it looks like when you set it down on the table. On the third piece, we're going to use 2 different colors, and then we're going to swirl them together so you get more than one color. We're going to have pink and white and blue all swirled together. Let's take a good look at what that one looks like. It's got a few swirls in it. Look at that. We've added some blue and some green to the original white one that Ezra drew his tiger on, so that we have several different colors to work with.
3 colors.
Okay, Ezra, are we ready to make a pinch pot animal?
Yes.
Okay, roll your model magic into a ball. I've already made mine into a circle.
Yeah.
Roll it, and then break it into 2 pieces. There you go. Now take one of those pieces and roll it into a ball. Okay, choose one of those 2 balls, put it in front of you, take your thumb and press it down into the center. There, look at that. It's already almost a little bowl. Now you're going to take your fingers like you're pinching, pinch and turn until you have a bowl. Nice. This is called a pinch pot. When you're making your pinch pots, you can make them low, you can make them tall, you can make them wide, you can make them narrow. It's up to you. Now, what kind of animal do you think you'd like to make, Ezra?
A tiger.
Take that extra ball that you have right there and break it into halves. Now, take those 2 halves and break them into halves. So you have 4 pieces that are about the same size. Now, take one of those and roll it into a ball like a head. Do you remember how to pinch ears?
Yes.
We did ear pinching in the hedgehog video. 1, 2. Good. Now, model magic just sticks together. So you can put the head right onto your pinch pot wherever you want the head to go. We can draw eyes and a nose and a mouth and some whiskers with marker afterwards. So put your head on. Now, if that chose a long-necked animal, the neck would not stay up because model magic is a little bit floppy. We have 3 more parts that are left over. Take 2 of them and break them into 2 parts. So you have 4 bits. And those you're going to roll kind of like a hot dog into legs. Now, if you have a really long neck, it's going to be floppy. If you have really long legs, they're going to be floppy too. So you're not going to be able to make your pinch pot standing up on tall legs, but we can bend the legs so it looks like it is sitting down with its legs curled up next to it. Here are my 4 legs. I'm going to flatten one end to give it a foot. Flatten one end. And then you can bend it in half and put them on the sides of your animal to make it look like your animal is sort of sitting down with its legs underneath it or right next to it. If you decide that you want to make something like a bear or a bunny, something with smaller legs, you can make balls instead of long skinny ones. You can stick them to the edges like this, or you can push them all together and put your bowl on the top, and you can have 4 legs underneath. So now Ezra's sticking his 4 legs on. We've got some extra model magic left over here, which we're going to use for other body parts, possibly a tail. Mine is going to be an elephant, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough for a long trunk and a little tail. If you made something like a bird instead of long legs, you can make wings, and then with the extra Model Magic, you could make eggs to put inside. Ezra has made his tail and attached it, and now he's putting some food inside of his bowl.
Now,
On mine, I've made a little tail and a little trunk to make it look like an elephant. And when we are all finished, we can use our markers and decorate our animal. I'm going to draw some eyes and a mouth on my elephant. Ezra has made teeny tiny little whiskers. Final thing that I did on mine
I took my food out so it can
to
dry.
put some marker details on there.
Mine will actually be a cheetah. It has stripes.
So Model Magic is a little more expensive than something like Play-Doh, but it has a more interesting texture. It dries softer than Play-Doh does. It has the consistency sort of marshmallows. It's very lightweight. It's very difficult to make something like that at home. And as you can see, a little goes a long way. I prefer to get the white because we can make any color we want.
It has spots on in the back of its head.
It sure
and
does.
inside it.
Look, now it has a little place to live too. All right, thumbs up. Even though Model Magic doesn't dry hard like Play-Doh does, it does stiffen. So you'll need to wrap it up properly when you're finished. Any unused portion, put in a sealed container with a lid or a bag where you can squeeze out all of the air and zip the bag up tight. And then it'll be ready for another day.